Hi, I'm Leah with Leah's Crazy Cake Lab, and today I'm going to show you how to do these cute little ladybugs and daisies. I have a picture on my blog that has a big cake with a ladybug on it and daisies, and it's super adorable and everybody seems to love it. So I'm just showing you kind of a miniature version of them, and it's perfect for baby showers, a little girl's birthday, a spring party, anything. They're just super adorable. So let's get started. So I'm starting with a large cupcake. You can do small ones or large ones. I crumb ice the top of this cupcake. I don't know why you don't have to crumb ice the top of the cupcake. There's really no reason, but I did it, and it's not called Leah's Crazy Cake Lab for no reason. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the body of the ladybug. So I'm just gonna pile a bunch of icing on top of the cupcake and get it pretty tall. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to round it. So you just kind of flatten the top and you kind of slant, slant your spatula so you can get the round part of it. And then you get the stuff off the edges, and then you just go around with your spatula and just round it. Just up and over so you get the edges you made so you get them more soft. And you really don't need to smooth the icing because you're gonna put chocolate over it anyway. So just make sure it's kind of smooth and kind of round, and you'll be good. So next I'm going to put this in the freezer because it's whipped topping and it needs to solidify a little bit before you dip it in the candy melt. If you're just using regular buttercream, you don't have to put it in the freezer at all. It's totally stable. So I have my red candy melt, and you want it to be thin so that it runs off your spatula like this. So how I thinned it is I just put the candy melts in. I put some Easy Thin, the Wilton kind that you can get from Michael's, or you could put shortening in there. It doesn't matter as long as you can get the thinness so that when you dip it, it's smooth. So I've got my cupcake that I took out of the freezer because it's solidified now and I'm able to dip it. And I'm just going to dip it all the way into the edges. And then I'm going to bring it out, and you just let the extra come off. Just kind of shake it a little, make sure it all comes off. And move in a circular motion so that you don't get any lines, that you still get it smooth. And it dries really fast, especially since it's cold. So now we're just going to put the wings and the dots on there. I have black candy melt that I melted down just the same as I did the red. But you can also use, you know, black icing. It doesn't matter. But I like to use the black candy melt because it's smoother and it kind of makes it shiny. So I'm just going to start at the front here because I'm going to make the line for the wings. So I'm starting at the front and I'm just pulling back. So it's really easy and smooth. And so I'm just gonna do cute little polka dots. Don't do too much pressure because you don't want it to drip down, kind of like that. But candy melt's pretty easy to work with. If you mess up, you can always just wipe it off, especially if it's smooth in the middle. So we're just gonna do our little polka dots. Just do them randomly, make it super cute. And then next we're going to do our adorable ladybug face. And there you go. Now we're going to do the adorable little face, and so we want the head to be pretty big. So I'm just gonna build up here, and it's just circular motions, and you wanna make sure that it kind of is round, obviously, because heads are round. Make it pretty big, just like that. And then we're gonna add the eyes, which are the most important part to make this super adorable, because they're big and cartoony and look like a baby face. So you're gonna do the eyes, and you wanna build up just like we did the head. You wanna make them really big. Don't be afraid to make them super big. And then we're gonna do the pupils, which are exactly the same, and you make it super big. And our icing sometimes gets a little bubbly when you're working with whipped topping. So if it does get bubbly, use the handy dandy Ziploc trick. And if you don't know what that is, go watch my other videos. I use it in just about everything. And then you're gonna do just a little shine here and a little shine here. And sometimes I like to add 2. And then we're gonna do his little smile, which black on black is okay. You can still see the smile. And then all we're gonna do next is we're gonna add rosy cheeks, and we're gonna add the antennas, and then we'll be done. So next we're gonna do little rosy cheeks, and you can or don't have to do these, but they're so cute, and it just makes them more adorable. You don't even want to eat them when you make them. And I'm just doing exactly the same as the eyes. I'm just making a circular motion, building it up. And there you go, pink little cheeks. So I'm just making the antennas here, and we only have 2 ladybug cupcakes, but you always want to make extra when you're doing candy melts in case one breaks, and you know, then you don't have to worry about it. So the way that I'm making these is just a big comma and then a backwards comma. Just like that. And then a backwards comma. I'm gonna put the antennas on, and you can just use a knife or, you know, your offset spatula, and just take them off like that. That way, you know, because if you try to use your fingers, they'll break, and it's just very frustrating. So I'm just gonna take them off like that, and then I'm gonna stick them on the ladybugs. I'm gonna take 2 of the same ones. And sometimes they're hard to pick up, especially if you don't have nails. And I'm just gonna stick them right on top here, right behind their head. And we're using whipped topping, so it's a little harder to keep them steady. Oh, and look, I just broke one. That's exactly why it's so important to make extras. There we go. And then we'll do the second set. And they probably should go the same way. And there you go. We have adorable little ladybugs. So I think that ladybugs and daisies go together super cute if you're doing a display. So I'm just going to show you how to do this. It's actually a smaller cupcake than the ladybug. So I have a small cupcake, and I have a 104 rose tip, and I have a bag that's striped with yellow. And for those of you that watch my mom's videos, you know how to stripe a bag. Otherwise, you just take the food coloring and you stripe it up the side of the bag, and then put your other color in, whether it's a lighter yellow or white or whatever you want, and then it comes out striped. So I'm going to start with the leaves first. The leaves go under the daisies, And so there are leaf tips that you can use. There's different kinds, but I just cut out a V in my bag so it makes the leaf tip. And I'm just gonna put it right here. And they kind of, I want them to be a little thick. So you just build and pull, just like that. And then we're gonna put the petals on. So you want the petals to be flat out. And you want to start in the middle, and you just come up and come back. And you don't want the leaves to be underneath each other. You don't want them to pinwheel. And you just go up and back like that. And so, and you definitely always use your turntable because it makes it so much easier. And that way you keep your hand in one spot the whole time. And then we're going to do the center, which is really cute. And you just come around like this and you just keep going in the center, and it's super cute like that. The striping is super cute like that. It makes it a little more 3D. And there you go. So I just displayed these on a plate. I used, you know, some leftover candy melts just to dash around for decoration. And I mean, is there anything cuter than these ladybugs and daisies? I really don't think so. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make these super adorable cupcakes. I sure did. I mean, it's just adorable. I can't even help it. I don't even want to eat it. Not that I eat my cupcakes afterwards. Anyway, make sure you like us and share. It really helps a lot. And I love hearing from you guys. So leave me a comment. I always answer. I love to answer your questions. Anything you got, I'll answer for you. Join me on my blog at www.leahscrazycakelab.blogspot.com, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Where's my spatula? I think the kitchen gremlins are taking all my stuff.
Kitchen gremlins?
Yeah, kitchen gremlins. You know, they take your silverware and your cake decorating tips. It's, you know how everything goes missing when you're in your kitchen? Those are kitchen gremlins. Or the parallel universes kind of meshed together and it took it in another universe on accident. That probably happened, you know. Either way.
You have some serious issues.
Hey, does this look good in my hair?